Hello all, MediEvil Fan 1/7 here. Welcome back to MediEvil Resurrection on the PS5 and my Platinum journey, or Platinum guide. Take it however you wanted to. Technically it's a guide because I am going to be Platinuming it on recording. And today we're playing the Enchanted Forest in this game. It's called Enchanted Earth in original, with a remake of the original Haunted Ruins soundtrack, which is in the PS4 remakes Haunted Ruins. I don't sound confusing, but I know what I'm talking about. We don't have an Ant's Caves in this version. It's just a forest, but there are fairies involved in it, and we collect fungus for the witch instead of amber. It's similarly designed to the original one. I do remember liking it. What makes it enchanted?
A very specific microclimate and a loamy soil to produce an enchanted forest.
To boost an enchanted forest. Or as Arak to raise enemies from the dead makes it pretty enchanted too. Oh, there. Oh, wait.
We seek the forest witch. Just look for
old hippie chick. Do not touch or stroke the toads. They don't like it and will kill you. You actually get chance percentage for killing the toads in this one though. In the original, the toads are like small frogs, but you just kill them because they're a nuisance, but they don't give you chance percentage, but in this one they do. And we also released the shadow demons in this level, which I don't really know what to make of how they look. They look like demonic cows of some kind. They don't really look like shadow demons. I prefer they look in there. I actually really like how they look in the PS4 remake. Those strange shuffling shrubites have their uses. They could lift your spirits if you looked their way. They remind me of the weeping angels. I remember I used to find those things creepy. The tree stumps in this level. Those of you who know Doctor Who will know what I mean by the weeping angels. Lentil, but yeah, this is the second use of the witch's talisman.
Greetings, Sir
Daniel Fortescue.
You have summoned the Witch of the Forest. But, aha! I see you are surprised I know your name. I have the power, you see. I commune with the tree spirits. I can see
The god, stop talking shit, woman.
Imprints. I can see the label in the back of your armor. But wait, I also see a vision. You seek a mysterious lady to advise you on color therapy for the monovisual and teach you the meaning of leathery love.
She gets her leg out on this thing. This game is kinkier than I remember it being. Jesus.
Okay. You're looking for the prison of the shadow demon. I knew it. I see all. But the prison is hidden by an
I see wiener.
Do not despair. I can lift the enchantment. But first, you must do something for me. There is a fungus that grows around these parts. It is harvested and guarded by a gang of woodland fairies. I need four, I say, pieces of this fungus for a potion I am brewing for my sister, the Pumpkin Witch. Bring me my fungi, Sir
Shit, furious there.
And the prison will be revealed to you. Here, take this magical net, you bone-faced buffoon. Those fairy freaks are faster than they look.
Yeah, she's a lot calmer than the forest witch. I mean, she was passive-aggressive there, calling us a bone-faced buffoon. But in this game, yeah, she unlocks the Shadow Demon prison for us to basically wake them up. I guess she's a bitch because she wants us to curse Gallowmere. At least we don't get told off by the gargoyles in this one because they're not very present compared to the original. But yeah, the gargoyles tell us off for dooming Gallowmere in the original for freeing the Shadow Demons. But we needed to free them. I actually don't know why we needed to free them. But we ended up burning down a castle and killing them in the process. I actually can't remember why we had to free them. But we actually have a reason for freeing them in this one because we need a anubis stone fragment where we'll get a little Indiana Jones reference from. But yeah, let's capture our first fairy. Oh wait, actually not a sec, because in the original we actually do the witch's quest just for chicken drumsticks. But yeah, she does something different for us in this. And freeing the fairies is just what she wants us to do because, well, not freeing the fairies, we have to capture the fairies because they have fungus. In the original game, we just have to free fairies that have been captured by ants. Very different plot, actually. The fairies are bad boys in this one. Because we want their fungus. Actually, I can't tell he's the bad one because we're stealing their property.
Looking for fungus, eh?
Yeah, we just have some very cockney.
Place me on, mate. I'm carrying now. Why don't you make us an offer?
Cockney thug fairies.
Hey, you're my
With little
fungus
booze.
free? I think you better go, pal. before I
Or
give
give you a slap.
stone, man.
They love fat shaming in this game, don't they? Fat boy! Peggy. Let's see how easily I catch him here. Peggy. I love whenever I catch them instantly when they brag about how fast they are. There we go.
Okay, it's a fair cop.
Thank
Take
you.
your fungus and
Whack off out of it.
But you better watch your back, because I've got friends, see? Yeah, my sister knows the tooth fairy.
A bit touchy, aren't we? Oh. Thank you. Yeah, we actually don't get a Shadow Talisman this one. We get just a rune to access the Flying Demonettes. We get a Shadow Talisman in the Shadow Demon Tomb after using the Shadow Artifact, well, Shadow Demon Claw on this. And we have a little bit of a foreshadow of the Demonettes here. Yeah, we have the Haunted Ruins music playing here. Yeah, we have to keep our back to them. We can have our camera on them, but just not have our back to them. Not have our... We can't have our back to them and let them get too close, I don't think. Wait, where'd he go? Hello. Mind you... Whoa, bitch! Oh, okay, I'm assuming this one doesn't go any further than here. I think there's one over in this area. But we need one of those tree stumps to help us get that piece of fungus up there. But yeah, in the original game, we just capture I think we have to get Amber for a spell for the witch in the original, and in return, she gives us chicken drumsticks. But we get the chicken drumsticks after getting the Dragon Armour and go back to Dan's Crypt instead. And we basically get a free trip to All Heroes without a chalice for free in all the fairies in Dan's case in the original. But yeah, that whole storyline's been completely changed in this one. Oh, sorry, that was my bad. I shouldn't have let him get that close. We still have 8 more health balls to get before we get that trophy. Oi! It's a shame, like, it's kind of hard to like control the camera angle in this because it's the same controls as it is on PSP. It's a bit like what's it called? What's that game you played in school that whenever you look away, the team of people like start moving, but when you turn around to look at them, they stop moving. It kind of reminds me of that game, but they also kind of remind me of the Weeping Angels from Doctor Who. But that little school game there I mentioned there, I feel like you guys will know the one I mean, but I can't think what it's called. The one where someone has to like look away, and every few seconds they have to turn around and catch someone who they spot moving, and they have to like stop moving every time they see you turn around, and then like when you turn back around, they start moving again. I feel like I described it the best I could, but I can't think of what it was called.
I'm the fastest fairy ever.
Ever. Also sound like you're eating a bunch of mashed potatoes. Have you?
You what? Hand over my fungus to a civilian?
Do you civilian? Important.
I said, get your own. Ooh, I'm so scared. I'm busted for an earther. You want something from me? You have to catch me first, sunshine. Come on, then. Pull your finger out.
Pull your finger out. I love the way he sounds. He almost doesn't sound like a human. Wait, I normally catch this one right away. There we go. It's funny catching it right away. It's funny when you get a lucky swing and catch them right away. I'll chase ya. Yeah, they do have very smackable bombs, don't they, Dan? I agree. Right, that's got 2 pieces of fungus. Oh wait, I think we can go above now. This is a bit like original. We actually do have to go up in a little elevator thing like this that's situated on a tree stump. And I think the chalice is up here too. I don't think there's any mushrooms in original, but there's like bits of fungus and mold that we climb along that's all well, mutated and doubled in size. It is an enchanted forest after all. Sorry, just I wonder why he sounds like a grumpy old man, but when he gets close, he just lets it rip. He's like, ooh, ooh. But yeah, they do remind me in the Weeping Angels, like how they only start walking towards you when you're not moving. Wait, but not moving. I mean, like when you're not looking at them. I mean, something oddly eerie about them. Right, so one part here is kind of similar to the original where there is a bird's nest. I don't think the bird actually hurts you as long as you don't jump when it flies across. But one side has a fairy to capture for its fungus, and the other side, well, has, I think, the chalice and the rune to get to the flying demonettes. So we'll get our net out again. Need 2 more pieces of fungus. Oi, oi! Oi!
Hello, mate.
Why do they just wander around going oi all the time?
Give you my fungus? You're having a laugh, ain't ya?
Oh, the little leaf in their
Kev,
crotch.
you up to this?
Fuck's Kev.
Oh, magic
Put it up,
net.
fatty.
Oh, this guy's tooled up. I'm off.
I'm off. Are you off though, or will I catch you instantly? Damn it! It's funny whenever they like pick themselves up saying I'm off, and then you just catch them instantly. Oi! God, the graphics of them look so good when you're not in a cutscene. But I believe that these are pre-recorded, so that's why they could upscale them.
Tell Kev, next time I see him, I'll punch his pixie lights out.
I'll punch his pixie lights out. There we are. I see one more piece of fungus. I think I know where it is. I can't remember what the 4th guy says. Oh yeah, I remember it says like, "Aren't you the suppy tart?" That's looking right. Yeah, I think I remember he's like a bit of a ruder one. The 4th one that we've not got yet. Like, "Are you the suppy tart that's looking around here for fungus?" Yeah, I think in MediEvil 1, that orange thing there is the only thing that's in this level that you climb on this tree, but there's a load of mushrooms about in this one, which makes sense. I don't recall there being mushrooms in the original one at any point. Probably is, but I don't recall seeing any. There we go. We've got our chalice, we just need to fill it now. Oh shit, I didn't mean a daring dash off of that. Didn't mean a daring dash at all. It's a lot easier to push the eggs off in this one. They roll faster and easier to direct them. Say that as I struggle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I think in the remake they actually made the bird here harder to deal with than the original, because unless you have a shield, I think it hits you regardless if you're up here. So I think you have to be pretty quick at getting the items up here, unless you have like a shield or something. But like, yeah, that bird doesn't hurt you as long as you don't jump when it comes across. There we go. We can fight the flying demonettes now. We can fight them before we get all the fungus, I think. Because we got the earth rune fighting them. But I think we'll get the fungus for the forest witch first. And I believe the last one's over here somewhere. Yeah, it is. So I'll have to get this tree stump to follow me over here. But I remember this last one's like, "Are you the soppy tart?" I think I'll tell you what I'll beg, because I'm the captain now. I think it makes sense to go to him last because he sounds pissed off that I've been like bullying all of his friends into giving me fungus. You'll be butcher's trap, you walking eye socket. I think they're trying to make them like proper, like gangster Londoners. Whoa, why did you go so fast all of a sudden? What's our attack? There we go. He just suddenly got really close and aggressive there. Oi! God, they really upskilled his bottom. Look at that. Look at Lopety. Bless him.
Oi, I want a word with you.
Oi.
mate,
Yep.
Gob. Are you the soppy tart what's been sneaking around this manor for fungus?
What about it?
What about it? 'Cause I'm the daddy now.
Oh god, don't see daddy in the stage.
You the butcher's twat, you walking eye socket.
What the fuck you call me? Oi! There we go. I would love to catch him instantly, just because he's a funny one to catch. But he's like, "I was only having a laugh after saying that you'll be butcher's tripe." Oh, there we go. I was having a laugh.
Fungus, I was only having a laugh. Now Scarper, while I'm still in a good mood.
Mood. I mean, you don't sound like you're in a good mood, so I'd hate to see you in a bad mood. There we go. We've got enough fungus for this weird lady here. He wants to teach me the meaning of leathery love and showed me her leg. There you go. Oh, I have to summon her. I don't summon her using fungus. I just, yeah, I give her the fungus after summoning her.
Fortescue.
I wonder if that's dialogue for if you return before getting them all.
I knew you'd come through with the mouldy growths. At last, I can prepare my concoction. What's it for, you say? It is a medicinal unguent of great power. An enchanted remedy for my sister's
Headaches.
head. Oh, yes, that's right. She's a lifelong migraine sufferer.
Bad posture.
Now go. Henceforth, you will find the prison of the shadow demons revealed to you.
Thanks, babes. Right. We still have a lot of chance percentage left to get, but yeah, the shadow demons will be here soon. I mean, the shadow cowlicks, I just want to call them, because they look like, well, actually, they don't even look like cowlicks from Spyro. I don't even know what to call them. They have udders, but I mean, I just don't know what to call them. I can't safely call them demons. They look strange in this. Like, they sound like them. The exact same audio, well, not the exact same audio files, but they do, well, I mean, it might be the same audio files. They sound a lot like the demons from the original, but they just look odd. I don't know what it is, like, about them. But I love how they look in the remake on a PS4. They did a really good job of them. Yeah, we'll be able to fight the demonettes after this. Yeah, we got a wee bit of a puzzle down here. There's one in the original, but this one's a bit different. Yeah, it makes sense why we accidentally free the shadow demons down here. In the original, we just free them just because we were being careless, but here, we actually free it by accident by picking up a piece of the anubis stone, which she failed to tell us about. Rotate the rings and carve a river to make the flames subside and wither. Right, I might have to step in a couple of these just to remember the way that they move. Okay, that one just moves the one inner circle. There we go. So we just need the inner and outer circles to move to align the middle one. I'll have to turn this once to figure out which one that is. Oh, okay. So that'll be the third one along. Okay, I'll have to spin this around again to realign the inner and outer one. Oh! Actually, that might... hang on. Oh, no. Don't mind me. Sorry. Turn it one more time. To see this cutscene just once more. There we go. And then I think this turns. Yeah, there we go. I'll just step on that one more time, and then that's the puzzle solved. For those of you who like puzzles in video games, there you go. Or don't like puzzles in video games, well, there's the solution. Right, if we have to wait for the water to fill to get rid of that enchantment, or whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. I think that's what you call it, an enchantment.
Oh, my brother, I take back all I said about your small head. You have done it! This fragment of the Anubis stone is like a pilgrim's money belt. Ours to take. Grab it! We're home free!
Yeah, this is the part of it. It was very Indiana Jones inspired. For obvious reasons. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that is the same audio from the Shadow Demons original. It just sounds too identical. I just don't know what to make of how they look. They don't look like demons. They just look like, well, deformed animals. Some I don't know. But we're about to fight the fly demonettes in this one. I can't remember if I find them that difficult or not. They go in like a little cocoon if you... I think I hit them once. I think they like block you. I think that was obviously inspired by the trolls from the lake in MediEvil 1. So basically if you hit them once and they go in their little curled up animation, I think you have to like step away until they uncurl. But luckily one hit will kill them with the wooden strand. And oh my god, will you die, you stupid toad. There we go. That's what I mean. They go into like a little cocoon like that. So you have to like hit them from the front. If you hit them from the back, it's like they're immune to being damaged from the back. There we go. They have like finger knives of some kind. Attack. There we go. We just got to fill our remaining chalice percentage. I don't know if the bosses give us chalice percentage in this. Yeah, they take one hit to defeat, like, if you hit them without them blocking your hit. There's only a couple of them here. But there's more of them in Haunted Ruins. There we go. Now our chalice is full. Now we can fight the demonettes. My god, I remember this part in the original. It was so much harder when I was younger, when the floor would like tilt and all that. Especially when you like didn't have a memory card and all that, and you would die and someone have to do it all again. It'd be quite daunting. But I remember playing it with my sister in our old kitchen, the old Enchanted Earth, with our friend Aaron before going out for dinner one day. And I just remember this boss being hard, but like they're easy to remember whenever we play it nowadays. But god, this boss actually really kicked my ass on the remake when I was wearing the cursed helmet. Well and truly. But let's see how we do here.
I don't like this.
I think the spears will be good. The spear's good against him in the original. And maybe the hero's crossbow? I think it's called. Oh yeah, the spear seems good against them. I think this is their boss theme in the PS4 remake as well. Yeah, they gave the theme back to them. Yeah, it's a square platform in the original, but it's a circular one here. I probably should wait for them to stop moving before I throw it. Yeah, they're not too hard of a boss fight. Yeah, I just remember when I was younger how much this part stressed me out on the original one, but yeah, but when I got older it just wasn't as daunting. Yeah, at least it gives you an idea of where the boulders... Oh my god, that was so close. An idea of where the boulders are going to fall. I get too patient to wait for them to stop. You can definitely tell the bosses are getting stronger now because, like, it's hard to believe it's actually a stronger version of the crossbow. I love how it auto-locked onto the one that was moving rather than the one that was stood still. This game's a bitch, I guess. Okie doke, I need just a little bit more. Will the longbow do it? There we go. Devilish tricksters. Just needed one more arrow. I can't remember if the game gives me a life out when I got up here. The game in the original was a lot more generous with health at this part. It gives you like 2 life fountains and 2 life vials after this boss fight. I think I probably knew that childhood me was going to struggle severely with it and it would need it after the fight, but that depends. I can still flop it as an adult, I think. Especially on the remake, god. It's definitely trickier. Let's fill that back up. Not fully, because the life fountains don't give you as much in this for some reason. There we go, we got the chalice. And the next level is Pools of the Ancient Dead, which has the ending credits music go to, which actually fits it really well. Because it is quite a sad level, like the story behind it, how it's basically just the ruins of a battlefield, really. It's kind of sad what happened. Well, not Sunken Town of Melamede, that's the lake. But I don't know if it's still called Melamede. Pools of the Ancient Dead, but basically it's a battlefield. And it's kind of sad what happened in it, so it is fitting that there's more mellow music playing in it, but then it's followed by the upbeat Scurvy docks with very clean looking water compared to Pools of the Ancient Dead. And here we go. We got Haunted Ruins cutscene with Zarok that we don't have in the original.
Mr. Zarok, sir. Gallowmere Castle lies yonder, off the bows. Ah, the castle.
The castle.
Home to a long line of kings. Last relic of a more noble...
I still think it's in Relink.
I've long dreamed of this Aye, 'tis a pretty fortress, yours for the taking.
Actually,
Tis a
I
pretty
thought I'd
fortress.
start with a few modifications. Open fire, Captain. Pound the walls to rubble and smash the rubble to dust.
But sir, the castle rests on a long dormant volcano. Might that not be a tad risky?
Why, Captain, you might be right.
Ah, I see. Ha. Ha, 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 ha.
Silence!
Arr. Yeah, the haunted ruins in Ghost Ship are very well designed. Considering, like, I think at that point in the game, it must have been getting rushed because they don't have the entrance hall or pound device or anything before Zark's Lair. It's just straight to Zark's Lair from the Ghost Ship. So if you ran out of a lot of health on the Ghost Ship and you go straight to Zark's Lair, you're kind of screwed. So if you need extra health, you should better go back to the graveyard first. But the next level is Pull the Ancient Dead, which it's a bit different to the original, actually. I mean, the layout of it's completely different, like the atmosphere of it. The original atmosphere was a lot more dark and sinister, like the music was the same as Gal's Gauntlet. It was very demonic and quite creepy sounding. Remember when I was younger, the soundtrack to it scared me, but I think it's a banger now. Yeah, let's scare a life bottle. I'm pretty sure he gives us a life bottle. No, he gives us another bow. Sorry, I thought it was the stern guard.
You're back so soon. Like how you say, a bad growth? We? It seems to me that you are in the weapon department a little undernourished. But worry not, for I, the great Raven Hooves, has taken pity on you. And will your armory bolster erect this amazing fiery long bow? Perfect for flaming kershes and crusting creme brulee. Of course, we crowned heads of Europe are known for our good taste, exquisite manners, and excellent pace over the jumps. And we give things away to show that we can afford to. Leave me now. Your dress sense offends me and your breath smells of earth.
I think he means me more than Dan. Jealous. I feel like my breath's always ponging, no matter how much I brush my teeth. But, yes, we're going straight into Build the Ancient Dead now, before we do Scurvy Docks in the next part. Yeah, different atmosphere. It's more of a sad one, which I think fits the level a bit more, because in original, yeah, it's a lot more gothic and eerie, like the level. Sets the tone very well, but I think this one also does a very good job. But I kind of prefer the original in the sense of the objective. We're collecting lost souls for the boatman, who's clearly Death. But in this, he's just called Death, but he's called the boatman in the original. We have to ferry, it's his job to ferry lost souls on the final journey to land of the dead. So it makes sense that we're collecting helmets who have the lost souls of that battlefield attached to them. But in this one, we're just finding parts for his mechanical robot sidekick, which I think is just kind of silly. But other than that, I think the atmosphere of this level is just perfect. Not pool, that'd be swimming good.
You didn't know the Ancient Dead played pool, did you? Everyone has to have a hobby, you know.
It's so silly, this game. It's like a parody of the old game, to be honest.
So Dan, ciao.
So Dan,
Not
ciao.
so badly. But there's still much to do if Zarak and his hellish Phasgul's are to be vanquished. I can ferry you on from here, but first, you must help me. My new robotic assistant,
Why did he just drop his pants? Mechadeath, yeah.
To clear up this battlefield when suddenly there's an almighty bang, and machine parts are raining down everywhere. I knew I shouldn't have bought second-hand. Do me a favor and gather up the pieces, would you? I've got to go and fill out a warranty card. Oh, and while you're at it, if we're ever going to leave, I'll need you to release my boat. It's around here somewhere, locked up in a boathouse. I don't know. You miss one repayment and they impound your whole livelihood.
Oh Jesus, almost went flying into the water. But it's actually funny. Oh yeah, we have Gargoyle and Pull the Ancient Dead original too. It's like cold and dark and reeking of death.
Oh, great.
But yeah, we have a Gargoyle here.
Now we need to find other way to get over river.
Yeah, they just don't appear as frequently as the Gargoyles in the original.
Recognize this wasteland, Sir F? It's here that you led troops into battle 100 years ago to the day. If I'd known you were coming, I'd have bought you a cake. Still trawls this sad boggy marsh, filled with the bodies of the slaughtered. Actually, thinking about it, one of them was you, wasn't it? Oops, me and my big mouth.
So yeah, basically I've just told the story that I was just saying there. But yeah, the music that plays here is actually the ending credits music. Well, it's this version of it, but it's the ending credit music to all the MediEvil games, and it fits the level surprisingly well, in my opinion. What's in here? Yeah, it's just a club. We don't need that. But I remember every time... Oh shit, that was a flub. But this soundtrack always makes me want to cry, but because it's not playing at the end of the game, it's not giving me that effect. But I feel like every time I complete MediEvil, it's like the end of a journey for me, like... And like my childhood sort of like come to an end, and like... But although I probably will play again at some point, I always get emotional at the end of MediEvil, so this soundtrack always makes it emotional because it always plays at the end of the game. And also, yeah, they actually damage you when they barge in this one. But those guys in the original don't damage you, they just send you flying if they belly bump you into the water, but they actually damage you if they belly bump you, but they also do try to push you in the water. But yeah, because we have a mega strong wooden sword, they get knocked back quite far. And why do I keep walking into the water? But yeah, they get knocked back quite far because you got the wooden brand. Yeah, the water is green in this one. In the original, it's like a marshy blue and with bits of brown in it as well. Where you see like helmets and shields and swords and all that are left over from battles. But yeah, it's a completely different design to the original, but also very similar in other ways, where it's like narrow platforms and lots of things you can fall off as you just see me do there. Oh, you seem to glitch there. Let me help you out. Let me just finish the job for you. We could get the chalice pretty early in this one too, I forgot. I think you can get the chalice... Well, actually no, you can't, because you can't collect the chalice in the original or the remake until you have it full. But the chalice is actually pretty near the start of the level in that one too. It's a pretty small level, Pills the Ancient Dead, both in this and the original. But when I was younger, the level felt a lot bigger, and I think I got lost in it a lot, which is surprising, because like, as an adult, it's actually such a small level, like I realised, but... I remember the original Pills the Ancient Dead, I just used to get lost in it a lot, I didn't know where I was going. But yeah, the game I just sort of like know like the back of my hand now, like none of it's confusing to me. There we go, that's the second part of Mecha Death that we found. Obviously I played the world Mega Death. I used to like Mega Death, not so much now, but I like their older stuff. Well, some of it anyway. I was never like a big Mega Death fan, but I do like some of the music. But yeah, it's pretty obvious. So like that's who they're referencing there. There we go. The only way you can kill them is by drowning them. And as you can see, that's these guys that were in Gallowmere Plains earlier that we killed a few times. They're pretty easy to kill even if you don't have the wooden brand, because they're pretty slow. They're pretty damn accurate with their hatchets though, so be careful they don't let them hit you with them. And they're pretty aggressive with them at close range, so don't let them get too close, but they're no match for our wooden brand. There we go, Woods brand just sends them back so far. Yeah, we don't actually need the chalices right there, but we're just getting them just because we want 100% in the game. There we go, find another Mecha Death part. Okay, we can't get across there yet, we have to pull the bridge up. So we have to go through this way first. Oh, one of them must have just died by themselves. And yeah, the skeletons are back in this level. We actually have to jump on a cannon like this in Haunted Ruins, but not right now. Yeah, there was not really skeletons in the original MediEvil, like in any of the levels. They're like a new addition to this, but I find something satisfying about defeating the skeletons. They're quite fun to hit. So I don't know how I missed that jump. There we go. Oh, it looked like there'd be something there, but it's not. It must just be like a little fort of some kind. But we have to do a little... it's kind of like a Gallowmere Plains challenge here. Once we get this Chaos Rune, we have to kill these flying ghouls with this ballista here. These ghouls are in the original. Once you... once you get all the helmets... Yeah, once you get all the helmets from... we have a limit number here. I actually don't know how many... It doesn't say how many of them we have to defeat. I think it's just done when it says we're done. But these guys... we actually defeat them for chalice percentage in the original. Yeah, and in the original, they appear once we collect all of the lost souls. But they appear here instead as part of a minigame in this one, where these flying ghouls appear. And they sound like UFOs in the original, like boo, boo. It's hard to explain how they sound, but they sound like UFOs in the original. I remember finding them freaky. Their faces are quite freaky. Unless they're like, oh. But yeah, that's meant to be the same enemies, but just this game's version of them. I think you could defeat them without the bow and arrow, I'm not entirely sure. There we go, we did it. But yeah, we needed to defeat them to open the next area. Well, not open the next area, just to be able to get back out. I think it's kind of meant to be... Oh wait, no, sorry, I'm thinking of a different part before I said that. But yeah, that's them. Those enemies that you see in the original Pull the Ancient Dead after you get all the souls, helmets, those flying enemies. That's who they're meant to be anyway. Oh. Oh, is it because he's using his shield that kind of him there? It wasn't even making a side effect of me hitting his shield. I was wondering what the hell was going on. There. I actually feel bad for the enemies at this level, like the ghouls and all the undeads. Like they sound a genuine, like eternal agony. Like when I defeat them, like it's like their souls are like in pain rather than just like, you know, their undead selves. And there we go. This is very similar to the original when that door like closes behind us and then these enemies spawn. And we get the last lost soul, but in this a Megadeth part. And we have to defeat these enemies for it to open back up. Only there was life vials here in the original, where there isn't any here. There we go, we nearly got the chalice full. There we go. And we have to be pretty quick, because when we come out of here, this is going to immediately start charging us. And it's pretty fast as well. But if we're quick enough, we can easily get out the way of it. We nearly got the chalice full. There are a couple more enemies nearby. I forgot you could do that in this. You could do like backflips. It's pretty cool. You can't do that in the original, but yeah, if you hold R1, yeah, you can jump backward. You can do like backflips and do little side flips. It's pretty cool. So now we could like shortcut back to the start by opening this bridge. We do need to kill another enemy or two more, I think, for 100% in a chalice. There we go, now it's full. It makes a very brief sound effect when it's full. It just goes, whoa. But in the original, they make it a lot more clear when it's full. It's like, it goes like, and it comes up saying the chalice can now be collected. But in this, it can be collected whenever. Oh, a nice move, David. I didn't even need to fight him there. I just wanted to. There we go. Oh, that was very quick. Pull the Ancient Dead. And yeah, if you want to look up gameplay of the original Pull the Ancient Dead, unless it's the PS4 version you're looking at, then it'll be quite a different atmosphere. But yeah, the original Pull the Ancient Dead is a very different atmosphere to this one. Well, even the remake version is kind of different atmosphere to this one. I just feel like this kind of sets the sad tone of what happened here. I feel like the end credits music goes really well with this level. But yeah, that's just done with Pull the Ancient Dead. Relatively fast level, probably made faster with the fact that we had the Odin's brand. Oh, we didn't grab this. I could have sworn we did. Oh no, we fell off the ledge here. I must have registered in my head that we... Why do I keep killing myself here? Oops, I'm such a flop. So there we go. Now we've got the Star Rune. We can unlock the boathouse and unlock the boat for death. I think we got all the Mecha Death parts. Let me just double check. Yeah, we do. There we go, using Star Rune. We have to hit the rope to free the boat. And then next we'll be doing Scurvy Docks and Dragon Island, and then we'll be doing a bit of backtracking in the next part. And then the part after that, I think we will be finishing the game and possibly platinuming it. There we go. We don't actually have to get in the boat just now, but it just leads us back to the start, so we may as well jump in it. But you don't necessarily have to jump in it, but it's just another route back to the beginning. There we go. And now we can talk to Death. We'll deliver Mecha Death to him. There you go. We've put your companion back together. We don't gather your lost souls in this one.
Well done, Dan. Excellent work. Parts collected, boat free. Your can-do attitude is an inspiration to all. Now, what do you want to hear first? Bad news or bad news?
There's no good news?
No. There's nothing you'd technically call good news as such. Bad news. Zarok has pulverized King
Bad
Gallowmere's castle
news.
and released a river of molten lava that bars your way to the entrance. Bad news, too. The sequel, if you like. I can't ferry you there. I only take souls on one-way journeys. It's a clause in my insurance, so I could ferry you there, but you'd be stranded in no man's land. But apart from that, everything's great.
Dan, as my people say, there's more than one way to mount a camel. Legend tells of a suit of fireproof armor hidden on Dragon Island.
No crystal caves.
We could walk through the lava.
Gad, your little talking worm is right. Good luck, my brave but somewhat idiosyncratic team of adventurers. I'll take the boat upstream and wait for you by the ruins. Maybe point the icy finger of death at a heron or something, I don't know.
Just kill someone on the way.
Sometimes I think this job lacks the creative spark.
Just kill someone on the way. I think that's basically the plan there.
Sorry, what can I tell you? Your name's...
I wonder if they intended for it to be called Crystal Caves, but because they didn't have time, they just turned it into a boss fight and just called it Dragon Island instead. I don't know. That's just me speculating. It might not have been the case at all. Maybe they just had no intention to put Crystal Caves and then just turned it into a boss fight. But yeah, in the original, the dragon boss was part of the level Crystal Caves, where there's a chalice and everything. But more on that when we actually get to that level. We're just going to get our chalice award here. Oh, we got the axe now. I can't remember. Oh, actually, we won't be using the axe because we've got the wooden sword. Fortesque. The squee.
So why you spell it
Fortesque.
What Blood Monarch Skull Cleaver want to know is, if this Zarok's so bad, how come you get go back slaughter him, huh? Why you, Fortesque, you who catch foot on grass like girl in chase scene, twist the ankle and shot Dad?
Dad?
I by harrow, squish, gurgle, gurgle.
What are you on about?
Blood of enemy on hands, eh?
And originally just yell in my face a load of words, but he seems calm in this one.
I'll lend you my battle axe. She thirsts for blood.
He thirsts for slaughter as much as I.
Don't worry, she not hurt you, girly girl.
I can't even tell what your accent's meant to be. Thank you. Found battle axe. Right, that's the end of this part. I will see you when we play Scurvy Docks. That's probably my favourite level in this game, actually. I think it's probably because it's just exclusive to this one, but I just love the music and the overall atmosphere of it and the objectives. It's just a very fun level, in my opinion. But, yeah, we will see you in that part. I hope you all enjoyed the Enchanted Forest and Pulls the Ancient Dead. If you enjoyed what you've seen here, please subscribe if you're not already subscribed already, and give the video a like, or a dislike if you didn't like it. Check out all my social media links down below if you want to see more about me, like my Twitter, my Discord, and my Twitch. My Twitch channel, not me having a Twitch, because I don't have a Twitch, because I just don't have a Twitch, but I don't mean... I'm rambling, but yeah, I have a Twitch account where I stream. It's a joke that kind of fell flat on its face. But yes, I love you all so much, and we'll see you in the next part where we play Scurvy Docks. Take care.